It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Jets.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
At the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals 7, Jets 3. Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Jets 3.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or
And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TV. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Jets 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And it's caught by Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Chris Herndon.
Darnold to his tight end, Herndon. 1st down, New York.
1st down, Jets.
Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Darnold from the red zone now. He'll buy some time right. Throw complete to Herndon. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. On the counter, Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
That's good.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and
now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ain't no such thing.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the Bengals' 31-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Incomplete. It's third down. And 4 yards to go.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Intended for Denzel Mims. Incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game. And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Play action. It's Darnold. Herring one out for Crowder. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be second down. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them. Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of
A big gain of 31 on third down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Carried by the wide
He was
receiver.
unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Again, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Darnold's pass.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Watch the whip.
Now Darnold. Being chased out left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ashton
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's good.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57 to Mike.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Jets 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now here's Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Darnold. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Jets 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL,
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Darnold.
At the Bengals.
Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The ball carrier.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
Darnold, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Bengals.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
Here's Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
You're outside. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, watch the slant. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 13. Check 13. Switch, switch, switch. Win the rep, win the rep. Let's go right here.
Now they try the right side here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
57's the Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. He runs.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 19-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.